Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm coming to you with a different type of video. I know I have been missing, but trust me, it's all going to be for the better good. I'm going to come in harder and stronger, but I am going to start prepping my client for her makeup to be done. I am taking the Sunday Riley moisturizer and I'm going to be rubbing that into the skin. I like using this moisturizer because once it soaks up into the skin, it leaves the skin nice and plump and nice for a good foundation. I'm taking my NYX brow gel because this client likes her brows to be very light. She already has thick brows, but she wants them to be very natural. So I'm going to go in with the brow gel first and then take the NYX is this one the NYX? I believe this one is the NYX defining brow pencil, and I'll just go over the edges to make sure that the edges are nice and sharp, but nothing too dark. I'm going to keep it very light, very natural. Now I'm taking my Maybelline Insta-Age Rewind Concealer on a MAC 242S brush, and I'm carving out her brows with this. Just try to be as careful as you possibly can. Brows are usually the most difficult for me just because everybody's brows are different. But just take your time. They'll come out really nice. Make sure you just blend them out, keep them, looking natural and clean, and that's what's important. I'm taking my Smashbox Studio Skin Foundation with this MAC 242S brush, and I'm carving out the top of her brows with this. Once I'm done, I'll take a Real Techniques setting brush and I'll blend out the concealer. Really love these brushes. They're great for powder and concealer. And once I do that, I'll go in with my Inglot palette that I made myself, and I'll take this shade and I'll tap this into the crease. You'll see me do windshield wiper motions. You'll see me tap on it. You'll see me do circular motions just to blend out this color nice and smoothly. I'll start adding more color on top of it so that I can get a deeper color, and it's just a little process of blending just to keep everything nice and soft. She wants everything natural, but she wants it to be smoky and sexy, so we're gonna try to keep all of those things in mind for this look. I'm taking this dark brown and I'm adding this to her outer corner. I'm going to start adding depth in with this darker shade. I'm going to first tap it on and slightly start blending it out. And with no additional product, this is just one swipe of the eyeshadow. I am bringing that also into the inner corner and I'm keeping it nice and feathered. Now I'm taking this Inglot eyeshadow from the JLo collection. It is a nude one. I don't know the name. They were on sale and I love the one that I got not too long ago. So I was like, you know what, let me just get them all, make a palette, because these eyeshadows are bomb. I love applying these eyeshadows with this fluffy brush. This is the Y18 by Morphe. And how this works for me is I tap my brush around. I add most of the product more closer to her eye, like her lash line, more on her lid, and with less of the product on the brush, I start tapping towards the crease and bringing it up to how high I want it, and that's basically gonna blend it together and keep it nice and seamless. It is a tedious time, like, to actually get it to completely blend really nicely, but just take your time. Patience is key with it. You'll eventually get faster with time, but if you are just learning how to do it, just take your time. It's actually pretty easy. It sometimes it can get a little muddy, but practice makes perfect. Just keep tapping that brush and being gentle with it. You'll be good. I'm taking Peaches and Cream Cosmetics Hollywood Pigment, and I dipped my brush in a little bit of Anastasia Beverly Hills glitter glue, and once it's not too wet, it's kind of more like dry and pigment's able to stick on the brush, I tap some of the pigment off and I start applying it on the lids. I like to do it this way with this type of brush as well because it evenly distributes the pigment across the lid. Now I'm taking my Maybelline Blackest Black Gel Eyeliner and I'm applying a eyeliner across her eyelash line. I'm not taking this out into a wing, but I am going to bring it up some when I get towards her outer corner so that I can go in with a darker eyeshadow and blend that out and give it a nice pretty smoke. I've also been loving this It Cosmetics eyeliner brush because its flexibility is amazing on it. So I'm going to go in with the black eyeshadow and I am taking it on more of like a pencil brush, more of like a round pencil brush, nothing too tight, still kind of fluffy so that I can blend it out easily. And I'm going to take it and apply it straight to her outer corner where I applied the eyeliner. And then as I start going up, I'll start blending out the black slowly. Not too much black will be blended out just because we applied most of it on top of the gel liner and it kind of stuck on there. So everything that I am moving around will just be left on my brush. Client brought her own lashes today. I'm taking the Lily Lashes So Extra Miami lashes and I am applying these on her eye. I did resize these to her eye shape before we did apply it. Then I'm going to go in with a makeup wipe and clean up under her eyes and kind of on her cheek. The pigment and these darker eyeshadows did have a little fallout. I am going to take my Maybelline Master Primer and Hydrate and Smooth, and I'm going to add this in the areas where I wiped off all of the fallout. Since we are going for a natural dewy foundation look today, I am taking this Studio Fix foundation from Smashbox and I'm applying a light layer of this foundation first, and then I'll take a bigger foundation brush, more like a kabuki style, and push, I'm getting tongue-tied, but we'll push that foundation directly into the skin and I'll build up the coverage to where she needs. Now I'm taking some of my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer and I'm adding this to her inner eye and kind of down her nose area, not too far out. I am going to add a darker concealer on the sides just so that it blends into her skin a lot more better. I took the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in 35, I believe, to dab around the outer corners, well, the outer edges of everything. And then I went in with a small Real Techniques beauty sponge and I started blending everything out with this. I really love these small little sponges to get in these little areas because using a brush, sometimes it still can feel like there's a stippling mark on it, and I really like to use a sponge in these under eye areas. Then I'll go back in with a brush with no additional foundation and just go around the edges and everything to make sure it's all blended into the skin. Then I'll take my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder and do like a little light bake under her eyes. She is going out, so I don't want her to crease up. I'm going to take this Maybelline Fit Me 310 face powder and I'm going to press this into her skin as well. And once I press this all around her face, I'll go ahead and start wiping some of the bake off. But I'm kind of like pressing it into the skin, making it disappear with some of this face powder. I'm taking this Morphe highlight and contour palette. This is the Hi-Fi 8H contouring palette. I really like this palette for the shades that I do get. I am applying it with more or less a blush brush. I really like how this brush feathers out the blend. I like to put my brush into a circular rotation and also do some patting motions to set that into the skin so it can blend really nicely. I'll do some contouring as well out of the same palette using the same shade. I'm going to diffuse that a little with that Real Techniques sponge, and I'll take my Maybelline Fit Me blush in number 10, I believe.
Get this extra dimension.
Yeah. I'm taking this balm highlighter and I'm adding it on with a small little fan brush so that I can get really precise with it and be able to blend out with it as well. I like to feather out the edges so that it looks nice and like wet looking, really pretty, and I bring it up to the to the cheeks as well, and I kind of blend it in with the blush that I use and it gives it a really nice sheen to the cheeks. I love it. And then I'll take the shade that we use in our transition on a pencil brush and I'll add this under her lash line first, and I'll blend it all the way up to the inner corner as well. She has the perfect eye shape for this. I'm taking my Maybelline Blackest Black eyeliner on a eyeliner brush and I'm adding that into her waterline. I found this to be the most comfortable for my client and easiest for me to get this part done. I am adding the same brown that we added in her crease onto her lower lash line to smudge out the black. I'm not bringing this too far down, I'm just smudging it in the eyelash. Now I'm going in with the highlighter that we used on her cheeks and the inner corners. I really love how an inner corner and brow bone highlight look. It brings everything together. For today's lips, I am taking Morphe's Vibe lip liner and I'm outlining her lips. Taking Morphe's lipstick in the shade Flirt, and I'm adding this in the middle of her lips, and I'll also be blending out the lip liner with this lipstick as well. And I'll take a mascara wand and add some mascara to her little lashes. Once I've done that, I'll set her face with some of my Milani Make It Last setting spray. I'll make sure that I set her face really good and make sure that I clear off any bubbles on her face before I dry her down. And once she's dried down, guys, she is completely done. I hope you guys did like this video. I wanted to bring something a little different to you guys. If you did like this, please give it a thumbs up. Also comment down below. Follow me on all my social media. I have Instagram and Facebook. It's all at Santina Marie. And until next time, guys, bye.